So tired. 12-hour shift. Got 6 more hours to be awake. And I only got I only slept I'd say 6 or 7 hours yesterday. And I had to be here at 7. What's up, Levers? What's up? Hold on a second. Dee Agat, what's up? Paul, what's going on, guys? What up, Psycho? What's going on, dude? Yeah, man. I went to bed at 4 or 5 in the morning. Woke up at 9. Do I play Dead by Daylight? Hold on, why is that on my screen? I did. I rented it. Kind of want to pick it up, but I don't know if I do. Or if I'm going to or not. My son really likes that game, so maybe I'll get it for him for Christmas, and I'll play it too. But yeah. So I slept I got 5 hours of sleep. Then I laid back down at 1 because I knew I had to be here at 7. I'm at work, bro. I got that chill job where I can do shit like this. But yeah, it's 1:03 a.m. here as well. But I laid back down at 1, and I probably slept for an hour. Woke back up, slept another 2 hours a little bit later. Woke up at 5. Security guard at a hospital. That's what I do. So, but yeah, I got all in all, I think I got around 8 hours of sleep, but it was really choppy, so it wasn't even good. And then I came in, and I've been here for 6 hours already, and I got 6 more hours to go. But I found a pretty cool phone game that's been keeping me busy for the last few hours. I'm pretty addicted to it now. I would totally stream it if I could figure out how to stream on my phone. If there's a way to just straight up stream my screen to YouTube from my phone, I would so do that. Alright, Dee again, I'll check you later, bro. What's up, Skullmaster? What's going on, dude? You live in Georgia. I live in Pennsylvania, bro. What up, Paul? What's going on, dude? What are you guys up to tonight? You know how to live on a phone? I know how to. Am I ever gonna? I don't know about 1080p. I at least want to shoot this for 720 and 60. Hell, I'd even be happy with 720 and 30. If we're being completely honest. Because my computer is crap. You just got. What do you mean? You just got to download YouTube Gaming. Is that? Dude, I don't even remember, dude. It's like a Toshiba. It's got a. I don't know what kind of. I don't know if my computer. I don't know what kind of processor. I don't know if it's single core, dual core, quad core. I don't remember, but I know it's a i7 5500 or 5510, something like that. 8 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3, and I thought I was getting the deal at the time. I hadn't really researched up computers, and I don't claim to be what am I trying to say? I'm not claiming to be like even a novice in like computer building or knowing what does what, but I know like little bit to know like what I need just to stream. And I thought I was getting a deal for $700 for those specs, but then I realized after I got it that it didn't have a graphics card in it at all. Like it had an Intel chip or whatever it's called, like Intel HD chip thingy, whatever. And it's like 4400, and apparently that's not even a graphics card whatsoever. It's just like I don't even know what it is, but that's what the thing is that was in it. But I'll never make that mistake again of not having a graphics card in it, because for some reason I can't stream at decent quality. I mean it's all right, but it ain't great. Like, and it took me a long time to like just learn how to like make it to where it's at right now. Like, you go back 6 months on my channel and watch my like one of my first couple streams, dude. It's horrible, like absolutely horrible. And then the audio equipment that I was using is horrible. And see, the thing is like, I'm not like one of those rich kids that every time they need a new piece of equipment for a freaking channel and their fucking Twitch channels and shit, that I can go out and be like, oh, I'm gonna drop $200 on this graphics card, or I need a freaking mic. I'm gonna spend $60, $70 on a mic. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta be smart. And I really thought I got a deal for $700, and this was back in 2015. So I was thinking I was getting a deal for $700, but it didn't. It didn't have a graphics card in it. And I wasn't really planning. I don't really plan on playing PC games, really. I mean, it'd be kind of cool, but you'd have to pay. I'd have to pay a lot of money to play the game and stream it at the same time. I'm not willing to do that. I'm okay with just buying a computer that's good enough to stream my Xbox, and possibly a PlayStation 4 if I ever buy another one of those. Is that not exactly? I mean, it's kind of where I hang out. Like, when I first started, this was like our little area where we're supposed to, come in and eat our food and, keep our stuff. And, more or less we got a desk with a drawer now, and I don't think my boss comes back here anymore for really anything. But I still come back here because I can, be off the grid for a few minutes, relax. Because, I mean, the hospital that I work at is about the population of like it's a little over 3,000, and it's not like I rarely see any like action as far as security guard work. But I mean, last weekend there was this crazy old lady that was like huge, like this huge, crazy old lady, and they asked me to go up there and tell her I was a police officer and that I was coming here to, file her complaint or, investigate her problem or whatever she had going on. And at one point, she reached up and grabbed a nurse by the hair and like yanked her down to the bed and was like trying to rip this poor little old lady's head out, and I had to fucking like fucking try to like wedge her fingers back to fucking get her to let go. And once that happened, they brought out the straps and they fucking strapped that bitch down to her bed. Yeah, this is where I do it. I don't know if you guys saw my video I did when we went on that little family outing to the the stream that we went to, or creek, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm gonna start, instead of doing live, like I started doing live state of sortie Morrow, live state of Morrow addresses, and I realized that, as you guys can probably tell right now, the signal is not the greatest in this room, so it probably looks like shit. And when I go back to look at my quality after the video, like the playback of the live stream processes, and it looks like shit. And when I looked at the video, like the videos I took from when we were at the creek fishing and stuff, like the quality was awesome. Like, I mean, it doesn't focus really well when you zoom, but other than that, like the camera quality on this phone is amazing. So I'm probably just gonna go back to recording that and uploading it. But I'm gonna still do live streams here. Like, one of my main topics that I'm probably gonna talk about this week on there is the fucking whoever that dude is that has been calling me, or he hasn't called me anymore. He stopped calling me, but he was calling me, messaging me on Xbox, and then last night I blocked this dude that was spamming my phone number over my Xbox, and I blocked him on Xbox, and then like a few minutes later on my stream, I seen a message from some guy that I've never seen before say, "This is what you get for blocking me, pussy." And then I swear my internet shut down like right after he said that. So I don't know if that was coincidental, or he's like straight up like hacked me and shut my internet down. And that dude's been like fucking with me for like 2 weeks, and if he's been hacking me, he's been the reason I've been having to call Comcast for like every other day for the last 2 weeks. And tomorrow at 2 o'clock they're bringing me a new modem. A room tour? I don't know exactly what you want to see. I mean, it's just a maintenance office. There's a door over there and door back there. There's just a bunch of tools and stuff. And I don't know what's going on. Like, you guys are all chatting, and it's telling me there's 0 people in here. Just weird. But I know y'all are here because you're chatting it up. Oh, there's Nightbot. Welcome. Oh wait, he's been here. Just didn't notice. Yeah, I don't get too good a signal up in this room. I got 3 bars. I keep getting like every like minute or two I get this like thing that comes across the top of my screen that says very bad connection. Oh, man, I need a nap. I can't leave this room. God forbid I came in, my girlfriend had a sonogram here, or ultrasound, whatever you want to call it. She had one here last Friday, not today, but last week on Friday. And I asked him if I could film it, like the screen of the baby moving around and like the stuff she was looking at. And she didn't know, so she went and asked somebody, like she asked her supervisor. That lady didn't know. She called somebody higher than her, and that lady told her no. So I'm not going out. I'm not leaving this room. Because I don't even know if I'm supposed to be doing this. But they don't know. So it is what it is. I ain't leaving the room. I can tell you that much. any of you play Dokkan Battle? Just it's a game that I've been playing on my phone. I'm pretty addicted. I spent $1 on it today. If you don't know what it is, you should play it. It's like the only game I've ever played on a cell phone that I've ever liked. But then again, if you don't like anything, if you don't like Dragon Ball, then you're not gonna like it. I mean, I wouldn't think. But it's the only game I've ever played on my phone that I actually enjoy to play. I mean, it's nothing too fancy, but it really passes the time when you got nothing better to do. I spent $1 on it. Depends on how many views you get, dude. That's just not the name of the game. But I spent $1 on it earlier, and I guess my girlfriend somehow had my email linked to her phone or something. Cause like we switch phones. Like we have the phone that I bought a couple weeks ago that didn't have a very good camera on it, and that was through Straight Talk that you get at Walmart. If you guys didn't know. And then we found out that Xfinity Mobile, which is our internet company, Comcast Xfinity, and so we got this new phone, and it's got 20 gigabytes of data, which is why I got that. Because if you didn't know, I streamed on my phone 3 times, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, at work. Like when I first got that new phone, the first one, and I don't remember, but I think I had the same plan on the phone that I had. So I'd already used up 3 gigs of data, but I streamed 3 days over that weekend. And by the time the next weekend came, I was out of data. And that's an 8 gig plan. So we upgraded to 20 gig plan. It's like $7 more. And that's just because we got to pay for this phone. And so I don't even remember what I was talking about, dude. I'm so tired. My brain just not working right now. But oh yeah. So she has my phone, and I spent $1. All right, $1. That's it. And it was a sale. Like, if it was the original dollar pack in the game, it would have been retarded because I could have literally acquired what I paid for in like 10 minutes of playing the game. But it was like an hour's worth of skipping ahead. So I spent 99 cents, and I swear to God, it wasn't even 5 seconds later, I got a text that says, "Don't you dare fucking spend money on that stupid game." And I'm like, what the fuck, how did she know already? But it's too late, I spent that $1, so she can suck it. And luckily it's a one-time use, so they're dumb. Like, if you're gonna have a sale on stuff like that in a game, and you're gonna put it as one-time use, of course I'm gonna buy it once. If it's $1, I ain't gonna, pay I think the original price of the pack that I bought was like $7.99. Do I know who Rice Gum is? Yes. Have I ever watched a single video of his? I do not think so. I just really don't. I played GTA Into the Ground when it came out, and I know there's new stuff, and there's like new. It's just, I don't know, dude. I can't get into it. I play it for like the last like 3 times I played it. I'll play it for like half an hour and I get bored. I don't know why. Tell you what, though, I'm hopefully gonna be playing the shit out of Red Dead Redemption 2 in the spring of 2018 if Rockstar don't delay that shit again. And I'm really hoping they have like a Red Dead Redemption Online similar to like GTA Online, except they have more content when it actually launches, and it doesn't fucking, the servers don't crash the shit. So you guys don't remember when GTA Online came out on the 360 back in 2013, like a month before the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One dropped, those servers just nobody could play. It was horrible. But let's just hope that they have more content in Red Dead Redemption Online, and they have, their servers don't fucking melt on day one. I don't believe so. I don't have the game, so I can't do that. Yo, I don't feel like pre-ordering World War II Zombies, or not World War II Zombies, but the World War II beta. So if any of y'all got an extra code, hook your brother up so I can play that shit. You did what? What time is it? I don't know. I can't see the time. All I see is like a filter button, a chat button, a turn my camera around button, and then a share, enable flash, and mute phone or mute microphone. Everything else is not on my screen. Alright, broski. I appreciate that. I got another dude that told me that he would game share Destiny 2 with me if I can't pick it up when it comes out. So hopefully that happens. That'd be nice. So this baby coming, and my girlfriend just started not going into work. Like not like not going into work. Like fuck 'em, I ain't going. But she can barely walk around now, so she ain't gonna be working for however long it takes for the baby to be born, which is the due date's like September 1st. But you can safely deliver a baby anywhere from 37 weeks on up. And she's at 37 weeks as of today. So if she goes into labor, They're not going to try to stop it or anything. So she's officially off of work as of Wednesday until the baby's born, and then once the baby's born, 6 weeks after that is when she'll start going back. Which, to tell you folks, I'm terrified of being alone with an infant. I know I got 2 kids right now, but if you didn't know, they're not actually mine, like, biologically. So, when I came into their life, the oldest was already 6, and then the youngest was like 3 months away, like 5 or 6, no, like 4 or 5 months away from being 2. So he'd already had his shit together. So, well, I mean, he didn't really have his shit together, but he wasn't like completely helpless. He wasn't completely helpless. So like, it was all right for me to like jump in at that stage. But now I'm gonna have my first experience with a newborn baby, and I feel like I'm gonna like crush it, or if I drop it, it's just gonna like shatter, you know? Like, it's freaky. Baby's name is gonna be Emma. Don't have a middle name yet, but it'll come in time. Like, just every middle name just sounds so cliche that anyone's ever like came up with. Like, I've already looked it up, and Emma's been the most popular girl name in America in the last 3 years running. So I don't want to have a common middle name. I need to find something out there that makes sense. What's up, Nick Victory Fire. What's going on, bro? But like I said, Emma, most common girl name in the last 3 years running, according to the Social Security Administration, I guess, or whatever the fucking whoever runs that statistic. I think that's who it is. But I mean, I don't want a common middle name. So, like, I try to look up like things. I tried to look up like video game characters, like female video game characters, and tried to see if I could fit that into a middle name, and I can't find nothing like remotely that makes any sense. And if you guys didn't know, you guys probably don't know. I don't think I've ever said this on my channel, but if we were gonna have a boy, because we found out we were having a girl in April. If we would have had a boy, it was my choice. Dude, I'm not as stupid as Kanye West. Emma West, that's fucking weird. But if I had a boy, I got to choose the name, and the name that we chose, well, I chose, and she was cool with it, was Nathan Drake. And that's a badass name to name a kid. If you don't know who Nathan Drake is, just get out of here. That's Nathan Drake is the only reason I ever owned PlayStations after PlayStation 2. Like, that's the legitness right there. And The Last of Us, I like that game too. But yeah, anything that Naughty Dog makes is like the only reason like that I've ever owned a PlayStation 3 or a 4. I mean, I bought a PlayStation 4 because they said they were going to come out with Uncharted, but it took them like 20 months after launch before they even, released it. But yeah, we were going to name, if we had a son, we were going to name him Nathan Drake. Redway. Are you just making this shit up? Like that? Like, those are some weird ass names that you're coming up with, bro. Dude, can you see how red my fucking eyeballs are? Bruh. Well, first of all, Emma is spelled with 2 M's. That's how we're spelling it. I don't know who spelled it. I don't know anybody that spelled it E-M-M-A or E-M-A, but I've never heard of him. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie, why won't this go away? I know who KSI is. I'm gonna be 100% honest right now. All these like YouTubers that are like beefing with each other and all this drama, the only reason I know who they are is because of Keemstar. And the only reason that I know who Keemstar is because like the only channel that I will watch every time they upload is like the Angry Grandpa Show, and like the stuff that their family does. Like that's like the only channel I really watch on a regular basis that I make sure I watch every time. I don't know why, I just do. But what's up, James? What's going on, bro? But that's the only reason I know who Keemstar was. I didn't know who that was. Or well, I also watched Boogie 2988. I watched the Angry Grandpa Show and like Kid Behind the Camera, all those those channels. Like those two channels, and then I watched Boogie 298. Like those are the two channels, like two or three. I guess you can count as three. Those are channels that I watch pretty much every time they upload. Like I miss a couple here and there because I'm busy. I'm not obsessed with it, but if I'm bored, which happens a lot, especially when I'm here, I always make sure to watch those. But the only reason I know who these other people are is because, no, dude, I do not watch Jake Paul. And I don't understand what the hell is going on YouTube to the point where, if you say something bad about him, if somebody, like, they fucking attack you. Like, his fucking fans attack you. And I just don't understand what the deal is. But it's the same thing, like, but the reason I found out who Keemstar was is because when, Angry Grandpa's son and Michael's brother, Charlie Chill, if you don't know who that is, don't even bother looking him up, but fucking got high and shit and like uploaded porn to his YouTube channel, fucking, and then like later that day, it was announced that he didn't, like, they said that he didn't get hacked, he actually did it himself, and that he punched a girl in the face, and then Keemstar, or like, Angry Grandpa Show and Kid Behind the Camera didn't upload anything regarding that at first. It was Keemstar that had talked to Michael about it and uploaded it. And so I watched that, and ever since I watched them, like him talk to Michael over the phone about what had happened, I've had like recommendations every couple of days of like a new video that Keemstar put up. And eventually I subscribed, Drama Alert. I eventually subscribed to it because I think it's hilarious to see all these dumbasses that think that they're fucking king shit on there. Like, I just find it hilarious. But when you're working on your, I can see behind me. I hope you know that. But but when you're working on your own YouTube channel, you don't really have time to be watching everybody's freaking channels. I just about dropped my fucking selfie stick. Yeah, that's right. I got a selfie stick. Bro, I go up in the attic in the dark, so if the grudge wants to come up behind me, I'll fucking hit it with my selfie stick. Oh, I'm getting a headache from being so tired and like trying to force myself to stay awake. The only thing I hate about walking around my house in the dark is the fact that my kids leave toys everywhere, and I stub my toe, or I fall, or I trip over everything. Never heard of Summer Rae. Nope. Not sure who that is. Well, you got me. I can't do that, bro. I actually left my hot dogs at home in the fridge. I forgot. Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe I'll bring some hot dogs tomorrow night. Dude, I watched the first It, and it was horrible. Like, what is the attraction to that movie? Like, straight up, what? That was 4 hours of straight bullshit. Like, what the hell? I didn't watch It for the first time until, like, last year. And all you ever see when they hype that movie up, like, through, like, things you see on the internet, is, like, that first scene where he calls him into the gutter. Like, where he lures that kid into the gutter. Like, there's memes about it. Like, that's the only thing you ever see about that movie. And the reason is because that's the only part that, like, if you were a child, obviously, because as an adult, it's not scary anyway. But as a child, that's, like, the only scene that would be, like, remotely scary to me. But, like, what the fuck was that ending? Like, the way the movie, like, the way the movie was paced. Now, mind you, I got bored of it after, like, half an hour, so I was kind of not really paying attention to it the whole time. But I didn't understand why they kept going from kids to adults, kids to adults, kids to adults. And then when they went down in, it's supposed to be a fucking clown and a giant, like, fucking horribly CGI'd spider or whatever the fuck that thing was comes out of nowhere. What the fuck was that? Like, I don't understand what the attraction to that movie is. Like, why is that a cult classic? Why? Like, and it's 4 hours long. Who the fuck has 4 hours to sit down and watch a movie? I personally, my favorite horror like franchise is the Halloween series. I mean, if there's any reason for me to play or to get Dead by Daylight again, it's because I want to play that Michael Myers stuff. Like, I don't think that the Michael Myers stuff in Dead by Daylight is gonna be like that, like, authentically good, because it still plays like Dead by Daylight. It's just like a skin and music and stuff. But after playing Friday the 13th the game, it'd be so awesome if they got the rights to Halloween and they made like a similar style game to Halloween, but with like fucking, Michael Myers and shit like that. That'd be awesome. I would love that. Just with minus all the bugs and the server issues and all that bullshit. I've seen the Babadook, and that movie was a letdown. I hate movies that don't show the like the villain, bad guy, monster, whatever, ghost, entity, demon, until like the last 30 seconds, and it's like a very quick glimpse. Like a really good paced out movie that I thought that I went to see that was fucking like freaky, like actually kind of freaked me out, was that movie Mama, like a couple years back when I went in theaters to see that. Because like the ending doesn't piss you off though, because like most movies that like do that fucking shit where they don't show you what the ghost is or the entity until like almost right at the end and you barely see it and then it ends. Like Mama, like that movie, you don't see it and it creeps you the fuck out like the whole time. and they wait forever to show her, but there's still like 20 minutes where it's constantly showing her after that first initial, like, there she is, and she's fucking freaky looking. Like, I'm not, like, the only, like, one of the, like, only times I remember jumping to, like, a scary movie in the last, like, I don't know how many years, was in that movie, and it's when they first show her, and she fucking, like, contorts her body, and then just all of a sudden, I think we were watching, I don't know if it was in 3D, but for some reason I remember in 3D, but I swear she, like, contorts her body, and, like, just looks at you, and all of a sudden she's, like, sprints, and she's, like, right in the camera, like, within a second. That fucking freaked me out. But I thought it was funny, that they tried to fucking, you know, parody that movie in Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 1 and 2 were fucking good, but they fucking, like, 3 is pretty good, 4 is alright, like, 3 and 4 are alright. Like, 1 and 2 are the fucking good ones, but 3 and 4 weren't bad, but then they fucking, I don't know who bright idea it was to, like, who wrote the script to Scary Movie 5, or who thought that fucking shit was funny. Because it wasn't. Like, that movie was horrible. Yeah, I think Scary Movie 2 is my favorite. Yeah, fucking Scary Movie 5 was absolute shit. I think it was 3. Yeah, because they did the thing about signs. And the only reason I think that Scary Movie 3 and 4 were lacking on, like, the comedy that they could have put is because after 1 and 2 are rated R. And they dumbed it down to PG-13 for 3 and 4. So you're stupid. What up, 3 Money? Seven likes. Where them likes at? Where that likes at, fam? I gotta see 8 or I'm gonna fall asleep. Alright, I won't fall asleep now. I don't know if I've seen Cabin in the Woods. I'll tell you what, though. Where I live, there's some roads that look like fucking Cabin in the Woods. I tell you what, like, at nighttime, they have these fucking dirt roads that can only fit, like, one car on certain stretches, and then you gotta pull off to these, like, very slight fucking, like, areas to where a car can pass, and the trees up top fucking meet. So, like, when it's at night, you can't see shit, and there's just nothing but trees, and, like, drops off these roads, and I swear, like, I will never drive those roads ever again. Yeah, bro. It was quite the trip yesterday. Dude, I don't want to live in the country. Like, I live in a very small town, but, I mean, I wouldn't want to live in a big city, but I also wouldn't want to live in the country. I like living in small towns that have good internet. Like, I always tell my girlfriend when if she looks at a house and says, we should get a house, this house. Or, what do you think about this house? And I'm like, where is it? And she'll tell me, I'm like, what kind of internet they got? I'm like, the only internet in this, like, general area where we live at is Comcast. And they've been fucking me over lately, but I wouldn't be able to stream at all with any of the other internets that are offered in this area. Because they're absolute trash. It's like dial-up or fucking DSL bullshit. Like, I can't believe it's 2017 and there's still companies out there that'll make you plug your fucking router or whatever into a phone line. Like, who has a phone line in their house anymore? Like I don't think I have one in my apartment right now. I don't think there's a phone jack anywhere in my apartment. And I actually think they put the phone jacks on the modem, like the cable. If you have like cable company, they put the phone jacks on the modems. So I mean, I guess I do have a phone line if I think about it, but I don't pay for one and I don't use one. But I just find it funny that there's still companies out there that'll have you fucking plug your fucking modem into a phone line. Say you can get 10 megabits per second and like 1 megabit upload. What's that time at? 1:47. Alright, guys. I got stuff that I gotta do. I don't do much, but I gotta get started on my maintenance. I gotta go check like the boilers and like all that bullshit. Check the temperatures, the pressure gauges. Make sure everything is where it's supposed to be so the hospital doesn't blow up or something doesn't go down. And if something's not right, I go tell the nursing supervisor. She calls maintenance. They come fix it. Because they're not here on the weekends. I am. And then the other guy that works here. But we do their little checks to make sure the hospital is running properly. Like, that's the only thing I really gotta do when I'm here. Other than that, like, I gotta go down in the boiler room, I gotta go in the attic, I gotta go in the kitchen. But I mean, that's all I really gotta do. Other than that, I just walk around a couple times a night, make sure everybody knows I'm here, and I didn't like just up and leave. And then I sit at my desk and I browse Facebook and shit. I've been playing that Dokkan battle like a lot. But speaking of that, I gotta hurry up and get this paper done because I got 4 hours left on this like special event they got going on, and I gotta fucking collect like 20 something fucking dragon stones, motherfuckers. So I gotta get this shit done because I only got like 3 more hours to get my open another pack. But I'll see y'all later. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't. I don't think I'm gonna stream today. I don't think I'm going to stream all weekend because I got to be here 7 to 7 today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, I'll probably be doing this again tomorrow. So, I mean, that's a plus. You get to hang out with me, but we ain't going to be playing games. So, I mean, it is what it is. But, my hair looks gorgeous in the light, doesn't it? Alright, I'm out of here. See y'all later.